So now that we have it configured, we can see that we have there just a simple commit. We just have a state machine and we have not done anything. So we're going to do the same thing about adding the show hello world code. So we're going to go to the case user state 1. We're going to get rid of that and we're going to put the hello world code and get rid of the comments and save it, and we are going to commit. So this is again on Mercurial. I go to HG Workbench. You could also do the right click and just do the commit directly there, but this is another way of doing it where you select your working copy. And in this case, we're saying I want a new name branch. So it's going to be feature 1. I'm going to put my comments for my commit. And then once I'm done with my comments, I can click on the commit button that's going to be on the right of that. It says create branch. So yes, I'm going to create my branch. And you can see that now I have a pink feature 1 on my text on the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to update to the latest default entry we had there. So I'm not working on feature 1. I'm leaving feature 1 with the hello world code, and now I'm going back to default. This is similar to what we did on Git. We're going back to the master. And in here, we're going to go to the event structure and add the timeout case. So we go to the event structure, we add the timeout case. So I'm adding my timeout case and my constant there for the wait for event. And now that I'm done, I save, and we are now going to commit to that default branch. So go to HG Workbench, and then from there, I select the working directory and refresh, and I'm going to put the comment that we added the timeout case. So now we commit our change, and now we have 2 there. You can see the default tip has the timeout case and the feature 1 has the implemented hello world. So now we want to merge those 2. So I'm going to take the feature 1 and say merge with local. And this could, again, we're doing it on the same machine, but I could be merging from the branch another developer is working on. And of course, I have conflicts because we touch the same VI on both branches. So I'm going to go to I'm going to tell it that I'm going to be using LabVIEW Merge, and I'm going to do a tool resolve. So I could either click on the buttons on the right or just go to the right click menu and select tool resolve. All right, and that's going to launch my LabVIEW Merge, and then we do the same thing we did when we were working with Git. I choose what are the changes that I want to keep, what are the changes that I want to remove, if I want to do theirs or yours. So this allows you to cherry pick what changes on each one of the versions you want to keep. So you could decide that you don't want to keep the timeout event case, for example, or that you don't want to keep the hello world. Now, one of the options that you also had when before we launched this tool was to just choose theirs or choose yours. Sometimes, and I've always said that source code control tools do not replace talking to your team. So sometimes it's a lot easier just to call your team member and say, hey, I saw you were touching this VI. What is it that you were working on? Is it worth it for me to go and do the merge, or should I just, take yours and see who worked the most, right, on that VI. Right. So we're going to commit our merge feature. We do our commit now. We're finished. And now you can see that we merged with feature 1. And on the left on the graph, you can see again I call it the subway, that shows you the history of your code. And if you go and open the main VI, you should have now both the hello world code as well as on the wait for event have the timeout case.